tell us more about this tax overhaul?
Well, it's an interesting story scooped by our Bloomberg colleagues here in Delhi. Bloomberg reports that deliberations are still at an early stage, and any outcome is likely only after the 2024 elections, of course, if this government returns to power. Now, I should point out here, before I continue talking about the background of this, that the Income Tax Department late last evening denied that any such tax plan was under review. But let me point out, Has, that this is not the first time that India is seeking to rewrite its entire direct tax code or law. There have been several attempts in the past, and in fact, the Modi government itself, till the 2019 election, was very actively considering rewriting the code. Several iterations of a new law were under review. So this comes as no big surprise. Eventually, the Modi government in 2019, after returning to power, only did cut the corporate tax rate, as you might recall, and left the overhaul to a later time. So maybe they're working on it all over again.
The focus, Menaka, seems to be on the capital gains tax regime. Why is that?
Well, the capital gains tax regime in India is complex, to put it mildly. There is no consistency in tax rates or holding periods across asset classes. Indexation benefits differ. There are different rates applicable to residents and non-residents, and all of this makes for, to begin with, a fairly confusing regime to comply, and maybe not the most effective or efficient one. Now, it's not surprising, Has, that this is the one key part that's under focus. And this is, again, not new, because late last year, the then Revenue Secretary, Tarun Bajaj, had brought up the fact that India needed to rework its capital gains tax regime. It just was too close to the budget at that point in time, and therefore none of the big changes were made. And except for, I think, later in the budget, there was one change made to how debt mutual funds are treated under the capital gains tax regime. But this has been pending for a while. It has been reviewed, and it will impact equity investors, investors in REITs and infrastructure, investment trusts. It will impact those investing in real estate in India. So we're keenly awaiting to see what the government may eventually come upon. But of course, like I pointed out right at the beginning, this is going to take some time to do.